If you do not take an interest in the affairs of your government, then you are doomed to live under the rule of fools. No one is more despised than the truth-teller. Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. A wise man speaks because he has something to say. A fool speaks because he has to say something. Better to complete a small task well than to do much of it imperfectly. Be kind. Every person you meet is fighting a difficult battle. The right question is usually more important than the right answer. Ignorance is the root cause of all difficulties. Don't force your children into your ways, for they were created for a time different from your own. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. The one who learns and doesn't practice is like the one who plows and never plants. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. The first and best victory is to conquer oneself. If one has made a mistake and fails to correct it, one has made a greater mistake. To begin is the most important part of any quest and by far the most courageous. Those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed by the masses. The worst of all deceptions is self-deception. The price of apathy towards public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. Integrity is your destiny, it is the light that guides your way. The three wishes of every man are to be healthy, to be rich by honest means, and to be beautiful. Enjoy life. There's plenty of time to be dead. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. He who knows what he does not know is wise. One cannot make a slave of a free person, for a free person is free even in a prison. There is nothing so delightful as the hearing or the speaking of the truth. For this reason, there is no conversation so agreeable as that of the man of integrity, who hears without any intention of betraying and speaks without any intention of deceiving. Those who tell the stories rule society. You should not honor men more than the truth. Welcome out of the cave, my friend. It's a bit colder out here, but the stars are just beautiful. How can you tell whether we are sleeping and all our thoughts are a dream, or if we are awake and talking to each other in a waking state? The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Every heart sings a song, incomplete, until another heart whispers back. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow, even if that someone is yourself. A true artist is someone who gives birth to a new reality. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Education in music is most sovereign because, more than anything else, rhythm and harmony find their way to the innermost soul and take the strongest hold upon it. He whom love touches walks not in darkness. Poverty doesn't come because of the decrease of wealth but because of the increase of desires. We become what we contemplate. We see many instances of cities going down like sinking ships to their destruction. There have been such wrecks in the past, and there surely will be others in the future, caused by the wickedness of captains and crews alike. For these are guilty men, whose sin is supreme ignorance of what matters most. The most effective kind of education is that a child should play amongst lovely things. A good decision is based on knowledge and not on numbers. The philosopher is in love with truth, that is, not with the changing world of sensation, which is the object of opinion, but with the unchanging reality, which is the object of knowledge. When man is not properly trained, he is the most savage animal on the face of the globe. He who is only an athlete is too crude, too vulgar, too much of a savage. Only a scholar is too soft to be effeminate. The ideal citizen is the scholar-athlete, the man of thought and action. Do not train children to learn by force and harshness, but direct them to it by what amuses their minds. The greatest mistake physicians make is that they attempt to cure the body without attempting to cure the mind, yet the mind and the body are one and should not be treated separately. Happiness springs from doing good and helping others. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. When you feel grateful, you become great and eventually attract great things. The cure of the part should not be attempted without treatment of the whole. No attempt should be made to cure the body without the soul. Let no one persuade you to cure the head until he has first given you his soul to be cured, for this is the great error of our day, that physicians first separate the soul from the body. A library of wisdom is more precious than all wealth, and all things that are desirable cannot be compared to it. Anyone who claims to be a zealot for truth, happiness, wisdom, or knowledge must therefore become a book lover. The greatest privilege of a human life is to become a midwife to the awakening of the soul in another person. Democracy leads to anarchy, which is mob rule. Where love reigns, there's no need for laws.